So the other day I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they were, kind of having a little bit of a pity party, and they were like, golly, man, this is not working out, and my business is not working out. And, I kind of thought there, I kind of sat there, I was listening, and I asked a question. I said, when was the last time you finished something that you started? A long pause. And basically they said, I don't think I've really ever finished anything. And that was a big aha moment for them. And so I wanted to shoot this quick video because I think all of us, I'm raising my hand, are guilty of not finishing what we started. I mean, there's a lot of us that, we started a diet or we started a new way of doing something and we didn't finish it. And really when you think about it, we'd rather let ourselves down than somebody else down. And I've done this before. New Year's, I'm going to start a diet, or a certain time of the year, I'm going to start a diet. And, 4 days into it, I see a cheesecake or something and I cave in. But you know what? I don't give up. I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I get back on track and I stay on track. But there's times that I break too. But the thing is just because you fall off the wagon doesn't mean you have to stay off the wagon. You can get back on and get back on track. And so if you've started something, finish it. I think it says a lot about yourself and your integrity because, see, a lot of people, they don't see what you do behind closed doors. They don't hear what you say behind closed doors, but you do. And what starts to happen is every time you constantly break commitments to yourself and you don't finish what you start, you're actually kind of pulling that little string of integrity from yourself. And all of a sudden, this whole little fabric that used to be maybe strong has now kind of withered away. And so for you to start getting back on track, think about what are 3 things that you've started in the last year or 6 months and that you haven't finished yet. Think about those things. Comment on those things below. I'd love to be able to chime in and encourage you more, but I think all of us are guilty of that. I'm not here trying to poke you here and try to make you feel guilty. Maybe I am, I don't know. It depends how convicted you feel right now. And my friend did when I was talking to him on the phone. And so what have you started that you haven't finished yet? Did you start a business a long time ago, or maybe you started a business a few months ago and maybe you've kind of gotten off track a little bit? Get back on track. Let's finish that. I mean, what is your life going to look like if you actually finish what you get started? I mean, think about how if you have children, think about how your kids will think about you if you actually finish what you start. It's kind of teaching them good lessons too, right? What about your teammates if you have a sales team, or your coworkers, or your spouse or your significant other? What would they think of you if you actually finish what you start? I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I mean, what if you did finish the diet or tweak the lifestyle where that becomes a maintainable or sustainable diet for you? Would you lose that 10 pounds or 20 pounds? Even more importantly, will you just be healthier? Your brain work better, will you be able to speak better, will you have more energy to be able to play with the kids after you get home from work, or to hang out with your spouse after you get home from work? Have energy over the weekends to actually have fun, not just sit there and veg out and sleep all weekend because Monday's coming. I think you owe it to yourself, really, to finish what you start. And let's do something this week. Let's finish something that we started a few months ago, or at least let's get back on the path to finish what we started. So with that said, I hope I help you arrive at your next intended destination, healthy, wealthy, and happy.